Grubby and secretive, that's how one former alleged star has recently described our wonderful British monarchy. But what's really brought this unhinged outburst out from this, well, some might say once much loved minor celebrity? As ever, let me explain. Morning, good to see you. Thank you so much as ever for your time today, and welcome one and all brand new subscribers. I know I haven't said that for a while, but you are very welcome to our wonderful land of chums and friendships. We like to call each other chums because we are chums. We share things. We're respectful to each other. No need to fall out on here. The world falls out with us regardless of that. Have you noticed? Absolutely. Tell you another little thing I wanted to share with you. You know that family circle biscuit box that you buy every Christmas? Have you noticed that? How shallow has that now become? Yeah, just 2 jammy dodgers in there. Used to be 4. I know, you notice these things, don't you, the cost of living crisis. I only bought it because of the jammy dog. I was kind of annoyed when I got back, you know. Have you, do share as ever, I know I often say this, but share as ever, have you been shocked by, say, something that you've always loved? Now you've bought it as a treat, and then you thought, goodness, I won't buy that again, because they've sort of ripped you off and stung you simply by just making it less. And you think, why did you do that? I won't buy it now. Eh? Do let me know, as ever, comment below and let me know what your favourite thing is that you're never going to buy again because of the cost of living alleged crisis, that they've made everything shrinkflation. Something that could do with a bit of shrinkflation is this. That's right, this particular micro celebrity decided to basically say grubby and secretive regarding our wonderful British monarchy. And this was because, of course, the recent Channel 4 documentary. Now, what I find odd about this particular individual, she's meant to be educated, informed, mathematician, all that sort of stuff. But when you scratch the surface, she's a little bit like the Chancellor of the Exchequer, Rachel Reeves. A lot of front, but not much backbone, you know what I'm saying? Now, apparently Carol decided to reveal this on her social media feed after watching the Channel 4 documentary about the secret millions, which I told you was all out there in the public domain, etc. But Carol, not very bright, you understand. But this didn't bother Carol, you see, way back 24 years ago, when she rushed to get her MBE from Her Majesty the Queen. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting because, as you can understand, Carol gushed about it on that particular day and subsequently has gushed about the British monarchy, the Queen, since, of course, her sad passing, revealing she'd met the Queen many times and enjoyed special lunches, etc. Trying to make out, of course, that she's very, very close to the monarchy. So what's gone wrong? Well, apparently she was offended by what she'd seen in the documentary, even though, of course, as I said, many aspects of it are totally untrue. But is she that affronted like so many micro celebrities? She's sending back her MBE. No, Carol, you see, is not going to be doing that because it's useful to Carol. She can put that on a speaker finder thing if anybody wants to book her to give a talk. Quite who remains to be seen. Carol stepped back from the limelight recently, saying that she'd had something of a burnout. Odd to think though, isn't it, that she's had a burnout, but all of these shows that she's been associated with, like Loose Women, yes, well, they've never invited her back, have they? Odd, she left because she was too busy and couldn't keep up with the schedule. But they've never popped back even for a guest appearance. It's a little bit like Carol's stint on Strictly Come Dancing. Never invited on the spin-off show It Takes Two. I'll leave you to dig around and work out exactly why Carol's never re-invited to things. And consequently, her latest debacle over at LBC Radio, where she had to leave through to exhaustion just around the time that the ratings were coming around, well, you can understand how this is working. Of course, Carol's going through a difficult time, but she's made it difficult for many people over here in the United Kingdom by basically making the government in power now the one that decided to rip off the winter fuel allowance and mess with the economy. But she was so clever, she knew better, right? Now, of course, she's just attacked the British monarchy, but she knows better, right? So I'll leave it to you to decide exactly whether you think Carol's right to call them secretive and grubby, or indeed, would you have a same sort of applicable line for the ones some people might suggest, light countdown number cruncher, Carol Vorderman. Either way, this is not going to end well, is it? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.